Hey, everybody. Welcome. This is Kathy Jodry. I'm the operating officer with KnoCard, and I'm going to be spearheading this training call tonight, a nuts and bolts training. I have Rob on the phone. I think he's just shadowing, and if you have any questions that he can answer or anything, then I'm sure he'll be more than willing to jump in. But I just want to welcome everybody. This is really dedicated to just helping people to get up and running with no card and understand a lot of the process. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. I'm just gonna start rolling with this. So this is the Brand Consultant Getting Started webinar, and I'm going to go to the next screen. Just a brief summary of the whole process for onboarding. We have, as all of you have experienced, there are several different pieces of documentation that we need to collect and different action items that need to be taken. Once we've identified people who are interested in becoming brand consultants, what we do is we send out some information. As I said, you guys have all received it. We have a document that is the brand consultant terms. We have a checkout link, as Rob was discussing the other night in the call. We do have a back office fee for everybody who is coming in as a brand consultant. So that is a checkout link that brings it to Stripe to check out. And we also are asking for various pieces of information. This is information that we need on our end in order to set you up with your no card and also with a custom no card email. For example, Brett, I believe, is brett@knocard.com. You can request anything you want, and as long as it's not taken, again, one of the things that Rob did talk about was we are limiting people from using no card in URLs and emails, stuff like that. So outside of that, we're good with the emails. We also are requiring some documentation for signature. We're using a service called Zoho for that. We are requiring everybody to sign an NDA agreement, and you can read through the terms on that, the brand consultant agreement, and also W-9 tax. Once we get all that information, we start running behind the scenes, and we are adding you into our brand consultant program, which gives you all of the files and the social posts that have been loaded for brand consultants. And we're creating your custom app for you and providing the no card email address. We're using Microsoft Outlook. Once the email address is set up, you're going to get something. I'm not sure if it comes from Microsoft or GoDaddy, but it will be sent to the email address that we have on file, and that will allow you to set your own password. So that's the paperwork requirements. The first thing that you're really going to be excited about, I hope that you guys have all had a chance to take a look at it, is your custom no card app. Obviously, you're going to have to download the app from the Google Play or App Store. And we have given you in your email, your onboarding email, the credentials that you'll use to sign in. In every case, you are giving us the desired username, so we're giving you the password, which you're able to change, and I show you how to do that tonight. There are some setup steps that you're going to take, and the system walks you through everything really quickly. So you're going to have to add your profile picture and your occupation. City, state, and zip code are required. You can also add your address, but there really is no need for any of us to have our street address showing. If you want to add that, you can. We have goal setting and editing, which are awesome. Those are features that people just absolutely love because you can not only set your goals, but you're able to track your goals, see if you're making progress. You can revise them if you want to make changes. Really robust. And one of the things that's really awesome about that is that because we are all enterprise people, the person that is the lead, so if you're selling, say, a dealership, the person who's the GM or whoever is managing over the account is also going to be able to see all this information for their individual salespeople. So very powerful on that. Just want to let you know there is a place where you are going to add a buy now link, and that is a link that when somebody views your media files, it's going to send them to a link that you designate. In the case of a network marketing company, if you had a product, service, whatever, your link would be your replicating website. In this case, your link is going to be knocard.com/enterprise/pricing. That is the link that your leads are going to go to and choose their pricing option and also check out through there. And just so you do know, there is a question there that asks who brought them in. Everything is tracked and we're well aware of all the referrals. The Calendly link is something that is used by the system. Again, when you send a media file, when somebody views your media, they are going to be able to book a call after they see the media, as long as you have added your Calendly link. It's not required, but it's highly suggested. And we're using Calendly. You can get an account at calendly.com, and it's fairly simple to set up. And then also, I'm going to go in this video over the settings inside the app. The most important ones you may want to use are changing your password, enabling Face ID, and activating Google reviews. The system has a review system built into it. So if you do not choose to use Google reviews, you can just use the regular KnoCard review system, which requires you to send a request to people and just say, hey, would you mind filling out a review form for me? Once they do, that falls right onto your KnoCard. But Google reviews has been highly received. People love that. You're probably going to want to do that, and you can link your KnoCard right to the KnoCard Google review page. So I'm just going to play this video that walks you through all of that. And enterprise customers have submitted their information to KnoCard to request a username. That information has been used to create your account. So I'm just going to walk you through the next steps. First of all, obviously, you need to download the app from the App Store or Google Play Store. And once you open it, you're going to come to the sign-in screen. So just click on the sign in, and I'm just going to add the details of this new account that I've created. And to log in, it's going to ask for a CAPTCHA verification. Once you verify that, it will bring you up to the first screen. As you can see, the meta tags have already been added. The next thing you're going to have to do is add your profile picture. It's going to open up your photos, and I'm going to scroll through my photos and choose this picture here. The only other thing that is mandatory here is to add your occupation, and I'm going to add brand consultant and click next. As you can see, it has information to add your address. The only required fields are city, state, and zip code. Most of you are not going to want to put your address in there, but you are free to do that. This information will show on your web app when people click the contact information. I'm going to click next. Your background has been pre-populated, and it's going to walk you through a series of get started screens. First thing it's going to do is ask you to set your goals. Do you have several options here? Your starting date will always be today. You can select how many shares you choose to do every day. I'm going to say 10. You can also select your duration. I'm just going to say 14 days and select save. It's also going to ask you to check off that you are making a commitment to do that. And the next thing it's going to do is ask you for your buy now or sign up link. The link for the brand consultants will be knocard.com/enterprise pricing, and then select done and save. And the next thing it's going to do is ask for your calendar link. We're using Calendly. You are encouraged to sign up for a Calendly account and add your link here. What this will do is enable people to schedule meetings after they view your information. I have Rob's Calendly link in there. I'm just going to select done and save, and it walks you through setup screens that show you the different features of KnoCard. The last screen says, let's get sharing. Once you've completed this setup, it's going to direct you to your dashboard. As you can see, the goals that I set are displayed on the top, and it's going to track every day to show you whether or not you're on target to reach your goals. You can also click on these 3 dots and it will show your progress. Your media files have all been preloaded. These are the media files that KnoCard has preloaded for the brand consultants, and your enterprise customers will also see whichever files are preloaded for their particular groups. If I go in here, I can see all of the photos, but I'm going to go back to the home screen. Your reports are here. Your share history and prospect activity here, which we are going to discuss in further detail. But one of the things I do want to show you is how to navigate through your settings. If you go to this top left-hand box, we call it the burger menu, and go down to settings, this is where you're going to be able to change your password if you choose to. Always make sure that your notifications are turned on. They are turned on by default. You can enable Face ID so you don't have to constantly add your password in, and not
not recommend that you change the dashboard. The other thing you may want to do is turn on Google reviews. What this does is it brings Google reviews into your KnoCard rather than the reviews of the people that you've asked for testimonials through KnoCard. When I select Google reviews, there's a couple things I can do. If I do not have a Google business profile set up yet, I can do that. In this case, we already have one. So I'm just going to click on the ad and add KnoCard reviews to the system. So all I have to do is type in KnoCard and the system's going to find KnoCard because we're already set up with Google reviews. And that's it. You're set up and ready to rock.
Okay, good to go on that one. The next thing that we're going to go over is the KnoCard online portal. It is important to understand that KnoCard is multi-platform. We have an online portal, which is knocard.com, and we also have the app. They mostly mirror each other. They have the same functionality with a few differences. One of the major differences is that when you're on the online portal, you are not able to share, say, media files with other people because that functionality uses your native text messaging through your mobile phone. The other thing is the online portal has your Leaders Corner, which is going to have all your training in it. So I'd say those are the two major differences between the two. Again, you're just going to go to the online portal. You're going to go to knocard.com and just click on the sign-in screen. One thing to note is that as you make changes to either the app or the online portal, the changes are reflected on the other platform, much like Facebook or any of the other systems that have multi-platforms. I'm going to show you in this video tutorial videos. They're very short to the point videos that just show you very detailed specifics on how to do, say, one particular action. So if you do have questions about how to navigate, how to do different things, I highly suggest that you go to the tutorial videos and see if your question is answered there. The online portal also has the same elements that are on the app, the pipeline, the reports, shares, prospects, activity, media, social, pipeline, and your settings. I do go over in this video in-app messaging as well as group messaging that is available on both the online portal and the app. If you are on the app, you're going to get notifications every time that you have a message from somebody of KnoCard or your group leader. So you will be notified on your phone that you have a message, as long as your notifications are turned on in your settings, which I already showed you how to do. Again, Leaders Corner is exclusive to the online portal, and that is where we will be adding training videos and such, and that's where your customers are going to be doing the same, adding the training videos. Really important to keep in mind that everything that I'm telling you also pertains to the customers that you're selling KnoCard to. You guys are basically under KnoCard the same way that a bunch of sales guys at a dealership would be under the GM's KnoCard. So I'm just going to play this video. This quick video is going to review the KnoCard online portal. This somewhat mirrors the app. There are a few different features and functionalities depending on whether you're on the app or the online version. I'm just going to go to KnoCard Online and I'm going to sign in. And again, I'm just going to use the same username and password that I used for the app. And I'm going to add my password. When you sign in, it's going to give you a message encouraging you to download the app. Obviously, you're going to need the app in order to share media files and really use your KnoCard to your full advantage. But you can just say close or do not show this again. And I'm just going to say close for now. So what this does is it brings me to my dashboard. If there's things you have questions about, there is a full range of videos, very short videos that are instructional videos here, very helpful. I'm going to go back into the dashboard just to show you your pipeline is here, your reports. I don't really have any reporting on this account because it's a brand new account. The activity, the share history and prospect activity will also show here. As I said, this is somewhat a mirror of your app. If you go to media, you're going to see all the media files that have been preloaded for your group. And again, the topics are here. If you go to auto, you're going to see all the auto topics. Features, we have no videos in the features topic, so there are none. If you go to all, it's just going to show you all of the videos and media files. KnoCard Social, again, is your KnoCard Social, same as the app. External links and preferred partners, we're not going to go over today. Reports will show you all your detailed reporting, and you can filter it by today, week, month, all time. I just created this account today for demo purposes, so there is no reporting. Pipeline is going to show your pipeline information. There is one entry here, which is my own information. And then I'm going to go into the profile settings as well. This is another place alongside the app where you can make any changes if you want. You can change your Calendly link, your Buy Now Get Started link. The phone number cannot be changed because that is hard coded into the system, nor can your email address, again, hard coded into the system. You can change your profile picture. We do not recommend that you edit the cover because that is specific to your group. If you would like to, you can do that. And the information that I added in my address description is displayed here alongside the meta tags. One of the things that you are going to see here is messaging. This is also available on the app. There are no messages right now. I'm just going to search for CEO, which is Rob's account. As you can see right here, I can click him and I can say, hey, Rob, looking forward to our call. He will get a notification that he has a message. And the other thing about messages is because you're part of the brand partner group, any group messages are going to show in the group chat. And this is a chat that is controlled mostly by the group leader, but also enables the members to message back and forth and to see each other's responses. This shows you your KnoCard link. It copies and pastes it into a clipboard if you are looking for your link. And again, your profile picture, all your information is basically here. And that's just a quick wrap of the online portal. One thing I did miss in that video, but I did talk about it a little bit, was the Leaders Corner right there where it says Leaders Corner Beta. So to access that, just click there. So going to go to the next slide, which is your KnoCard web app. This is your digital wingmans. We have the app, which is basically your control center. That's where you're going to be sharing files from and doing a lot of your checking your pipeline, that type of thing. We have, again, the online portal, which is a mirror of the app, but the web app is basically the front-facing website that people are going to see when you share your information. For example, the link will always be knocard.app/username. You can find that easily in your settings, but I am going to go over sharing a media file. This video kind of picks it up from, I shared a media file to myself just to show what happens when that media file is received. Anybody who has a KnoCard, you or your customers, say you want to share a media file, all you have to do is select the media file and select the person that you want to share it with. You're able to share it with people that are in your contact list from your phone, also with a new prospect. When you do that, you're able to do a couple of things. First of all, you can add a feedback form, which is incredible. We have feedback forms that are hard coded into the system, but one of the enhancements we've just done is adding custom feedback forms. One of our defaults is, are you interested in the product or the opportunities? Clearly, our person is not going to want that. So we've added the ability to add custom feedback forms. I think in this example, the feedback form asks if you're interested in a new or used vehicle. Again, when somebody is viewing the media file from the link that is shared with them via text message, they're going to be able to schedule a call as long as you have added your Calendly link to your settings. And when they click on that, it's going to just redirect them right to your Calendly page. The app, the web app, has the pre-populated banner, the media files, the social posts, all that is pre-populated for the team, for the group. So anybody who is a member of the team or the group, they're going to see all the social posts that are posted by the leader. The media files are all going to be dropped in there. Testimonials, you'll see on the web app, the one that I show says Google on the top. That's because this account is linked to Google reviews. If the account is not linked to Google reviews, it's not going to say Google. It's just going to show the testimonials that have been sent through the KnoCard app. So we have view media, again, view by topic, the same thing that I showed you on the other two portals. The media files that can be uploaded are videos, images, YouTube links, Vimeo links, PDF files, and MP3 files. So there's huge functionality here. Pretty much anything anybody would want to share with another prospect is they're able to share through KnoCard. I show you in this video KnoCard Social. On the top of every KnoCard web app, there is a Get KnoCard in case people are interested in getting their own KnoCard. It just brings them to that. And then one of the most important things, all of the views as you're sharing and as your customers are sharing, every share and every view is dropped into reporting and to the pipeline. So that is one of the most powerful things I think about KnoCard is that the say the sales manager, you, the sales manager, or even the sales employee, you're really able to get a grasp of what's going on inside the organization and with the leads and what they're interested in, what they're not interested in. The data analytics is just amazing. Some of the things that it tracks are the content that was viewed, the videos on a video, the number of views, the duration of the views, the results from the feedback forms. So again, some amazing stuff. I'm just going to play this video to walk you through these features here.
KnoCard includes what I'm going to call 3 different portals. The first is your app. The second is KnoCard Online. And the third is what I'm going to call the web app. The web app is what I'm going to show you in this short video. This is the forward-facing information that your customers will see or your leads will see. And I'm starting this with a text message. I'm assuming that somebody has shared a media file with me from their KnoCard. When I click on the link in the message, it's going to open up the media file that was shared with me. As you can see, this says 1 of 2. And when I click on the arrow, it actually goes to a form. This is assuming that the person who shared this with me attached a feedback form. I'm going to select within 1 week, indicating that I'm really ready to buy or lease pretty quickly. And I'm going to select submit. Once I do that, it's enabling me to book a call. And when I do, it's going to bring me to the Calendly link. And this is the link that was added in the setup, which was shown in one of the other videos. So I'm just going to click off of this to quickly show you the web app. This is the forward-facing website that people are going to see when they go to your web app, which is knocard.app/your username. On the top, this is the banner that has been preloaded by the team leader. As I scroll down, you can see that there's media in here and there's social. There are no links or preferred partners yet because I have not added that in my setup. That's something that we will discuss on another video as we move forward. But the testimonial section, this is pulling the information that has been added to Google reviews for KnoCard. When the recipient selects See All in the media library, they're going to be able to see all the media files. And we even have topics in here. Right now, the only topic that this KnoCard has is auto. So if somebody selects auto, they're going to see all the auto-related media files. The media files can include videos, images, YouTube links, PDF files, and MP3 files. As you can see, if I click on features, there's nothing there because there's nothing in that topic. If I select all, it's going to show all the media files, which right now, as I said, are only auto-related. Social is going to open up all the social posts that have been added by the leader. Also, if you've added any of your own social posts, they are going to show up there. Again, links and partners is not set up yet, so I'm not going to go over that. Get KnoCard will actually enable any of your viewers to get their own KnoCard. So very robust. The thing to keep in mind is that you will be sending information, mostly media file, to people. And the system is tracking all of the information behind the scenes, when they click, what they click on, what they watch, videos, how many times they watch, the duration of video views, and it's going to drop all the information into lead capture and pipeline forms.
To wrap it up, we are highly committed to your success, and you hear it 1,000 times, but it's like being in the right place at the right time. And I really, truly believe that this is huge opportunity for everybody, not only you guys, but for the customers that really have nothing to use. Rob has said it before, and it's just true. There is no competitor. There's nobody out there doing anything like this. So we have a high demand product that is going to create amazing ROI for your customers, pre-populated content. So basically we're giving people a turnkey system. The setup is super simple and really designed to help you and your customers start using the platform and start earning really quickly. We have training a couple times a week. We're going to have everything in the back office available to you. There are a ton of videos. Rob's been working tirelessly on websites and videos and marketing materials, and it's just amazing the way this is all coming together. And of course, we are committed to assisting you, not only in giving you resources, but just being there to partner with you. So we appreciate you. We have a good night, everybody.
All right, guys. Be blessed. Thanks, guys.